Welcome to Bad Food Blog. Today's one we have a food which, to be honest, I wouldn't have bought unless it was 50% off. And I wouldn't say this fits the normal criteria of bad food. It is pizza. It is bad for you. It is bad food. But is it bad food? Well, it's bad food in my mind because of the quality of this and what you get for your money. Now, this was 50% off and this was £2.50. Is this little personal sort of like 9-inch pizza? Well, let's check the 9-inch claim. The box is certainly 9 inches. Let's see how big the pizza inside the box is. Oh, to honor a Warcraft classic, I'm wearing a World of Warcraft t-shirt, which you may see flashes of every now and again. So, yeah, the pizza fits in the box exactly. There's not much cheese on there. There's a reason around pepperoni. There's exactly what there is on the picture. My problem with it is the pizza is on a very large polystyrene thing, which makes it look bigger than it is. Now, that's not to say that every product doesn't boast about the size of its product. No, that's not the problem. The problem is the equivalency that somehow, because this says Pizza Express on the box, that it's somehow worth £5 because you would pay $5.99 for one of these in the restaurant. Now, is this going to be the same quality as the restaurant? I don't know, but I highly doubt it. We'll see what it looks like once it's cooked, and as you can see, this is about the same thickness as the dough on the pizza. So, one of my main complaints is there's this amount of packaging for something so small. You could get away with a half-sized box, and you could probably do away with the polystyrene packaging and make this a piece of cardboard, and that would probably be a lot more environmentally friendly than what essentially is something that's unrecyclable polystyrene. And if we look here on the box, polystyrene disc, check locally. Basically, it is polystyrene, it is unrecyclable. And the polyurethane, not currently recycled, this stuff. So I would urge, this is already looking like bad food because of those two things. Okay, let's have a look at it when it's cooked, but from my mind, the first thing I'm going to do to it is give it the best chance possible. A bit of stuff on it, and let's make sure we follow the cooking instructions exactly how they are described on the box, of course. Wow, it's 6 steps. Okay. A piping hot oven. Okay. 220 degrees. That's a very hot temperature for the oven for anything. Get rid of all the packaging. Sorted. Drizzle olive oil over your pizza to give it that crisper finish. I already put some pepper on, but I was unaware of the olive oil stage. There we go. We've drizzled some olive oil over. I maybe should have put my finger in the tub and spread that out a bit better. Yeah, but there's a lot of oil going to come out of most of that anyway. By the way, this is a blend of vegetable and olive oil with 15% olive oil. Okay, this isn't really olive oil. This is mostly rapeseed oil with some olive oil in for flavour. That's a shame, really. I really should have done better there. Place your pizza directly onto the top shelf. Well, it's a fan oven, so that means the middle. Remove carefully and serve fresh out the oven. Enjoy. So essentially this is drizzle olive oil and ta-da. Although I've got pools of vegetable oil. Let's move them around a little, shall we? And I'll move around so they start frying in the oven. So from chilled, 8 to 10 minutes in a fan oven. Well, let's wait for the fan oven to get up to temperature, and I think it looks pretty good, but the reason it's bad food is this is normally $4.99, right? At half price at £2.50. This little thing here on the plate is not worth £5. It's bad food at £5. It's good food at £2. it's Bad Food Blog packaging. With the packaging, it becomes Bad Food Blog at £2.50. I'm sorry. It'd be really bad food at £5, but I just ain't going to pay for that. And to be honest, let's have a look at the calorific content. For half the pizza, wow, the whole pizza is like 652 calories. So, I mean, I'm having this for lunch. I had a small bowl of cereal for breakfast, so I'm on target for my under 2,000 calories for my diet. But let's be honest about this. I've lost 7 kilos in the last 6 months. This thing isn't going to help much. Especially pouring the extra olive oil on top. It's going to up the fat content a little bit, isn't it? What's amazing is the whole pizza contains 3.2 grams of salt. That's why I didn't add any extra seasoning. 3.2 grams of salt in such a small amount of food is actually quite shocking. I mean, bread itself of that size, I would be putting in... Wow, I mean, that's almost as much salt as you put in a third of a loaf of bread, and that's not quite a third of a loaf of bread. You have to be careful of salt content. Protein's not bad, but that's mainly the bread. The protein and the fat are in the wrong position. You should really have more protein than fat, but there's not much you can do with bread and cheese. It's always going to be a fight you're going to lose. Sugars for 8 grams in the whole pizza, 8.8. That's a lot of sugar. You know, and that's sugars. Carbohydrates in general is a lot, but then a lot of that's fiber. So, and the saturated fat, 4.12 grams for the pizza. That's quite a lot of saturated fat as well. That's not in my good books. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I have an incoming call from my wife, and I'm going to need to call her back. And I'll show you the pizza when it's cooked. And here is the finished product. We'll take a closer look at it. It's not too bad. I quite like it. It looks nice. It smells great. I had a little nibble of a part of it, and yeah, it tastes great too. So, thank you very much for watching. This has been Bad Food Blog, and this isn't necessarily bad food. It's just bad food at its price and its packaging. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.